Aita for expecting my very rich sister to pitch in on my wedding after she said she would. Hi all, my F35 mother married my stepdad when I was 17. He had a daughter from a previous marriage, Ellie F29. We were never close because when they moved in with us, Ellie was super clingy, would always follow me around, and basically stalk me in my own home. Your typical know-it-all, barely left the house, so basically had zero friends that weren't online. So Ellie managed to graduate early and get into a really good college on scholarships, then got a master's there as well. She's in engineering and her college is like apparently one of the best ones for engineering. So straight after graduating, she was earning a crazy amount. She's been rubbing this in my face ever since she got the acceptance letter. When she was home, she was always wearing the university hoodie, always talking about what she's doing at college, sending videos of robots and shit into the family group chat. Now that she's earning so much, it's shit like her paying off our parents' car loans for Christmas or getting extravagant gifts for everyone. We had a few fights about it, but we always made up. So now onto this year. I got engaged last year in February to my fiancé. I'm 32. I asked my sister if she would pitch in and she said she would help out. Knowing she had the money, I got to plan my dream wedding. I was so excited about planning our big day. That was all until I showed her the plans and she pulled the rug from beneath my feet. She asks me how I'm paying for it. My husband and I didn't do college, so we're not high earners, and I reminded her that she said she would help. She's now saying that she won't help pay for it and she will at the absolute most pay for my dress. I told her it's unfair of her to lie to me and only tell me after planning everything that she isn't actually going to help. She blew up at me over us not being close in the past and blaming me for it. It takes two people to bond, but she claims everything's my fault. We argued for a bit and now she's not even paying for my dress. All the wedding planning I've done has been for nothing now. My parents are split, with my mom saying Ellie needs to honor her word and let me have the wedding I planned, and we all pitch in what we can afford. My stepdad is angry I asked her in the first place, and dug up some old arguments from when I was 17. Aita for expecting her to do what she said. Relevant comments deletion. Finn, was she specific about what she'd pay for? If I offer to take my friend out for dinner, he's kind of an if he picks a 75 plate place. She might have figured she'd be helping with stuff like hall rental and dress costs, and you decided to soak her. Oop, didn't go over specifics since I asked her right when I started planning and realized it would be had to be very low budget without her help. I asked if she'd be able to pitch in and she said she could. Then once I knew she was helping and had a lot of money, I planned the wedding I actually wanted. She never asked me about the costs since she knew I was just starting to figure everything out. It wasn't until I went back to her with my final decisions on everything that she yanked the rug from under my feet. Spirited tip 7370 Aita, you admit you are not close. Why should she pay? Oop, because she's earning a shit and we are family. The only reason she earns more than me is she got lucky and got into a crazy expensive school on a scholarship. I didn't go to college, so now I should be forced into a wedding I don't want. Slight bar 53 for Aita. Pay for your own wedding. Tacky asking her for money. She said she would help out, not pay for your dream wedding. You sound jealous of her hard work, and Susa Supi have had to work way harder than her. I've been minimum wage since 17 trying to make ends meet. She got handed a scholarship on silver platter and now she's set up for life. Lip gloss addict. This isn't how scholarships work. This isn't how college works. Unless you were born into generational wealth, you get what you work for and earn, not what you deserve. This is true for everyone on earth. Upi should be mentioned her college. Sorry. She went to MIT, so the job she has now was gotten through mainly connections she made while there. Like our family isn't generational wealth. But she got the chance to cozy up to those people and now she's one of them. The Winnie or circumstances in no way entitles you to anyone else's money. Hell, offering to pay for a dress is generous given you are a stepsister who, from the sounds of it, treats her poorly. If I were her, I would never bother thinking about you ever again. Oopie, don't treat her poorly. When she first moved in, I admit I wasn't the kindest to her because I was 17 and she was a freaky kid. She had skipped to grades and was a total know-it-all. She had no friends and used to practically stalk me. Always followed me around, asking to hang out with me and my friends. Literally never left me alone for 2 years till she made some online friends and glued herself to the computer. Okay, stable 7501 info needed. How much brainwashing did it take to convince your fiancé with the whole stepsister that I've always hated pays for my dream wedding plan? Oopie never hated her. We just don't click well. I like talking about normal things, and she comes in talking about some science shit that's going to allegedly change the world, or some interesting fact she learned that everybody must know. She's just a bit grating. I don't hate her, we just don't mesh well update. Obviously none of you value family. One of you felt the need to track down Ellie and send her the post, which was unnecessary and cruel. She texted me this yesterday morning with this, "Hey, someone sent me your Reddit post. I am still processing all the things you said about me. I knew you didn't care for me, and I knew you resented me when we were kids. I didn't know you were capable of denigrating my character to that extent. I have never done anything but treat you like a sister, using my real name, all my personal information, to the extent that someone could Google me and track me down that easily. You know I'm a private person. What if someone from work sees it? What if fucking anyone sees it?" I left a comment in anger, but I deleted it. I cannot believe you would make this so public, and I should not be stooping to your level. As for the wedding, you're on your own. I am not paying for anything, attending, or participating in any way. I do not deserve any of this. I'm blocking your number, and I would appreciate if you didn't try to contact me through other means. I've told Dad that if he wants to see me again, he can come visit me. Ideally, we will not see each other again. I talked to my fiance and told him through tears what Ellie had done. Even he turned on me. He started screaming at me about how I shouldn't have asked Ellie and how I didn't tell him during the planning that she was paying for it. I tried to explain to him, but he wouldn't stop screaming at me. He called me names, screamed at me while I was already crying, and then left. She has everyone wrapped around her finger. She's so manipulative, I don't know who I can even turn to right now, because she has them all convinced she's so perfect. My mom is the only one I can trust right now. I've gone to stay with her for a while. Ellie has been ruining my life since I was 17, and now she's managed to ruin my relationship. I cannot believe you people have sided with her when all she's ever done is destroy my life. She's off in a whole other state and once again is facing no consequences to her actions. I found her work email online from a thing she published and messaged her.